Now, look, we're sorry about Leanne, the whole joint is. But don't go pushing your luck, because it doesn't make us feel any better about you. And if you start throwing your weight around, God help me, I'll thump you.
You touch her and you'll have to answer to me. Yeah, I mean it, B. Now, we've hurt that woman enough.
See you around, girls.
I want that dough now.
Lizzie, why is this suddenly so urgent?
You saw Josie before. She's real crook, poor little mite. She's got to have that operation, Mr. Reed. She can't wait. She's got to have it now.
Kerry, when are you going to wake up to yourself? How can you be so stupid not to realize how important buyers like that are to your livelihood, not just your livelihood, my livelihood too, sweetheart? Why don't you get bloody wise to yourself? Yeah.
We'll get cracking on that, won't you, Mr. Reed?
I'll get right onto it, Lizzie.
Them government departments can take months just to lick a stamp. And you'll get Marcia in here tomorrow so I can tell her. She'll be worried sick if you don't.
I'll do my best, Lizzie.
Then she'll be here, then. Hey, Mrs. Jackson, can I go to Dunny? I've been sitting in there with my legs crossed trying to get this thing sorted out.
Well, off you go then, Lizzie. Then I'll take you to the rec room.
Thanks, Mrs. Jackson.
She's got her heart set on helping Josie. What are you going to talk to Marcia?
Well, if Marcia's a con, she's going to tell me a pack of lies. And very convincing lies if she's got Lizzie fooled.
Well, what are you going to do then?
I want to get a hold of copies of Marcia's marriage certificate and Josie's birth certificate.
Why?
Both of them should show Marcia's maiden name. If it's not Birdsworth, she's not Lizzie's daughter.
Well, that shouldn't take too long.
First of all, I got to get a couple of dates out of Marcia. Her wedding date and Josie's birth date.
Well, I wish you luck. Now, how about that other problem?
Oh, Kerry Vincent, that's all under control. I think I've warned David Austin off, but I'll check on the way home tonight just to make sure.
Well, thank goodness something's going right for a change. Well, I better go and get Lizzie, otherwise she'll start a card game going in the loo. Well, best of luck with Marcia.
What you up to? Checking the form for Wednesday's races?
Nothing else to do.
Now, what's eating you?
Certain people have buggered up my whole operation, haven't they? By getting our radio taken off us.
Well, I never knew a bookie yet that wasn't a whinger. The girls can still get a bet on. They'll publish the results in the paper.
Half the girls say if they can't have a listen, they won't have a bet. Takes all the excitement out.
Well, you probably saved yourself a packet anyway. Everyone wanted to be on that red sunset in the third.
So why were you telling Lizzie this morning it can't win?
It can't stand favourites. In or out of jail. You want a biscuit, Margot? I wouldn't mind a couple. I'd shove them down your throat.
So will you just play cards, Nolene?
Come on, Bee, let's play a game of snakes and ladders. Well, what else is there to bloody do?
Oh, you stupid little bitch! What are the odds, Margot? She wouldn't last 60 seconds.
About 4 to 1 against.
Look, this is between me and her. It's between who I say it's between.
Just call it, B.
Oh, talk to the one who's making the waves.
Sit down, Nolene.
Anytime you want to fight your own battles, puppy dog.
Sit down.
OK, Kid, where's this game?
I don't want to play anymore.
Oh, don't worry, Doreen. She'll get hers. They always do.
Yeah, well, I'm still worried about Lizzie and what we're going to do about this Marcia woman.
Maybe we should leave that to Paul Reed.
Yeah, but we're Lizzie's mates. He mightn't do anything.
Yeah, bloody lovely, isn't it, when we have to take over from the social worker?
But you can do it, B.
Oh, don't give me that garbage. Yeah, well, we know that Marcia's got a brother called Robert. All we have to do is find out if Lizzie's got a son called Robert.
Yeah.
It's awful about poor little Josie. She's going to have her leg broken all over again. What sort of a doctor would break a little kid's leg?
Look, she mightn't be in as much pain as you imagine, Lizzie. She's managed for quite a while, you know.
Oh, what would you know? I've seen her poor little face all screwed up. It's criminal.
Yeah, well, I think the point is you're getting too involved, Lizzie, and when you're locked up in here, that's bad.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it's all about, isn't it? When I get out of here, I'll have a family of my own. Oh, not that I won't be seeing you and Kev. I'll be around your house every day. Just I won't be under your feet, that's all.
How many sons did you have, Lizzie?
3. Finest little kids you ever saw.
Yeah, that's right. Richard, Arthur and Robert, wasn't it?
Richard, Arthur and Henry, after my Uncle Henry. He was a horsebreaker up Queensland way. I've got to go and see Mrs. Jackson, stir her up to see Mr. Reed about Marcia coming in tomorrow.
Well, that's it.
Yeah, well, we can't just let him rip Lizzie off.
Don't worry, kid.
Well, what are we going to do, Bea?
I'm not sure yet. But Marcia's not going to get her grubby little hands on Lizzie's dough.
Kerry. Kerry, you there? Have you seen Kerry? Is she here?
No, she's not.
What happened to your head?
Oh, nothing really.
I think you'd better tell me.
Yes, I was just lying down on the back. I've got a terrible headache. You better come through. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. You have seen her then?
Yes, she was here this afternoon. Drunk and behaving like a bloody lunatic. Well, I might as well tell you, she slugged me on the side of the head with an ashtray, and when I woke up, she was gone.
Have you reported this to the police?
Well, why? She was depressed. She was lonely, and I seem to remember you told me to keep...
Yeah, all right. Obviously, you've seen a doctor.
Yes, of course I've seen a doctor. It was only a glancing blow, otherwise I'd be dead. I had the devil's own job explaining it.
I take it then that you're not going to press charges.
She's an artist, you know, they're all the same, cut off a bit of an ear, get drunk, get over emotional. Anyway, I don't need that sort of publicity.
Any idea where she's gone?
Not the faintest. Probably South America. She probably thinks she's killed me.
You don't seem terribly concerned.
Well, no, she was good, but, well, there are lots of others. Well, is there anything else?
Yes, if she does happen to get in touch with you, would you please let me know?
Sure, and just in case you see her first, I suggest you get yourself a crash on it.
Thank you very much.
G'day. Go on.
Ta.
You like it? You ever killed anyone?
Myself?
Yeah.
I can't say I have.
I have.
Listen, you couldn't lend a man a few bob, could you? You know, just to tide me over.
My agent.
What?
My agent, that's who I killed.
Has he got any money?
No, he's loaded. Well, he was.
Listen, do you reckon he'd be good for a few bob? You know, just to tide me over?
I hit him over the head with an ashtray.
I'm having a bit of a rough spin at the moment.
Same as the other one.
I'm down on me uppers a bit.
You got anywhere to go around here?
What?
You got anywhere to go?
I had my own company, you know. Trucks. I used to sign myself managing director. And I'm having a bit of a rough spin at the moment.
Yeah. I had my chance too, you know. I had my chance and I blew it. I blew it.
The cops will be here real soon, you know. The cops, you know. Just because I'm going to be living in the same house with Marcia and Josie doesn't mean they're going to keep me. I mean, I'll have me pension, and I've been living in this joint long enough to have gotten used to going without everything.
I bet you're dying for a fag, though. What with your pie-up gone?
Some people are not worth bothering about.
If she's not very careful, I'm going to take those fags of hers and ram them right up her nostrils.
Well, she's just trying to get us going, Bea. What are we going to do about this Marcia?
You know, it's a funny thing about Marcia. I reckon she's a first-timer. Just a bit of an opportunity. So if we can get word out that we're on to her...
Scare her off, you mean?
Yeah, I reckon when I'm finished with it, all she'll want to do is leave the state. The only trouble is keeping Lizzie in the dark.
Kitchen there?
And I think I've just come up with an answer.
There's a radio in the kitchen. Pass the word on. It's business as usual.
When can we put on a bet?
See me in the rec room.
Listen, I want to get a message out urgently.
It'll cost you.
No, it'll cost you. Because if you don't play ball, that radio of yours in the kitchen might just go bung.
I'll check it out.
And some extra fruit would be nice.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Come on, you can knock it all from the kitchen. The grub in here don't agree with me. Leanne never liked it much, neither. Poor little kid.
All right, you lot. Back to work.
Be seeing you.
Morning, Mrs. Jackson. Sally.
Morning.
How is everything?
Oh, it's up to date for once.
Good. Flats to let.
Yes, I'm thinking of moving, selling the unit.
Whatever for?
Oh, I'm sick of where I am.
But it's an excellent investment.
The idea of an investment is to sell sooner or later, so don't worry. I'm not going to rush into anything.
How is Noeline Burke settling in?
Oh, she seems to be getting very friendly with Judy Bryant.
Well, Judy was involved in her daughter's death.
Yes, and Noeline's exploiting that to the hilt. In fact, it's a bit worrying. She's starting to throw her weight around, using Judy for protection.
Well, I'll talk to Judy later. Noeline's a big enough handful on her own.
Oh, Mrs. Davison. Could I see you in your office, please? It's rather urgent.
Oh, sounds like a typical day in Wentworth. Sit down.
It's about Kerry Vincent.
Oh?
I called to see her last night, but she wasn't home. I called again this morning, and she still wasn't home. I'm afraid I have been somewhat remiss. I found out some time ago that she and David Austin have been seeing each other. I thought I'd handle the situation, but...
And you didn't report it as you should have done.
That's correct.
And?
Well, when she wasn't home this morning, I called around to see David Austin. He told me that she'd been there, that she was depressed and very drunk. They had a row and she struck him with an ashtray.
This would not have happened if you had reported it in the first place.
In my job, I have to use my judgment.
Your job is to report a breach of parole.
Which would have landed Kerry Vincent right back inside, yes.
Well, do you think this is a better alternative? Did Austin report it to the police?
No, he didn't want any bad publicity.
He can dish it out, but he doesn't seem to be able to take it. What about Vincent?
When she left, he was unconscious. She probably thinks she's killed him.
Which means further violence against others and herself. I'm afraid I'll have to call the police.
I had reached the same conclusion.
Let's hope they can find her before she gets into further trouble.
So you knew several days ago that Vincent was breaking parole?
Afraid so.
Oh, you've certainly made things a lot more difficult.
Look, Sergeant, in my job there are times when one must make judgments.
Oh, your judgment was way out in this one.
Yeah, agreed. The important thing now is to find her.
It could be easier said than done. Always the way, of course. The police department will pick up the pieces.
Look, I'll give you every assistance, I assure you.
Oh, we'll put out a general description and keep an eye on her flat.
Did Austin tell you what happened?
He went on and on like an old woman. Till I mentioned pressing charges, then he didn't want to know.
Well, we have to find her before something else happens.
We'll do everything we can, Mr. Reed, but we can't put out a search party on every defaulting parolee.
Yeah, all right, of course, of course.
Good day, love. How are you?
They said you wanted to see me.
Yes, sit down. How's Josie?
Oh, she's not too bad.
Listen, Mars, I've got some good news. I've given it a lot of thought, and I'm going to settle out of court so I can get the money for Josie's operation. Well, what's the matter? Aren't you pleased?
Oh, yeah, but won't you lose a lot of money like that?
Oh, what good's money if you're stuck in here?
Yeah, but you got to think about yourself. I mean, what are you going to do when you get out?
What's up with you? You wanted the dough for the operation yesterday.
Yeah, I know, but I've been doing a lot of thinking.
And I'm going to live with you too when I get out.
Oh, yes, of course. But it's just such a lot of money and... Well, you hardly know us.
Did you get that, Mrs. Jackson? Did you ever hear the like?
I'm afraid I can't comment, Lizzie. Oh, now listen,
you just shut up, young lady. I'm telling you straight, I think the world of that kid. And if she has to stay a cripple for more than half a day longer than she should, I'm going to cut my bloody throat, and I'll cut yours too. Now, you arrange for that operation. And you get stuck into it today.
Thanks, Mum. Thanks. I'll be straight back, Lizzie.
Well, if you'll keep me informed, Sergeant.
Oh, she'll turn up. They always do.
Ah, Mrs. Huntley.
Oh, she's a wonderful person, Mr. Reed. We're really going to give her something to live for.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, we're really going to look after me and Josie. Hey, she should be out in time for Josie's 14th birthday.
Oh, really? When is that?
It's the 21st of March. Might even give her a party if you'd care to come along.
Oh, no, that's a bit too far in the future for me.
Well, you're more than welcome. You too, Mrs. Jackson. Mrs. Huntley, you have to sign out. Oh, sorry. Forgot. She seems very genuine.
That's all part of the stock in trade, Meg.
You are a cynic, aren't you?
Now, listen, I've already had my knuckles rapped twice today for turning a blind eye. And she is playing for very, very high stakes.
Oh, I know how you feel. I'm always looking at the world as I'd like it to be. Oh, it's a bit worrying.
Meg, we like you the way you are.
But I'm not sure I do.
Oh. Sally, could you get me the registrar of births, deaths and marriages, please? I'll take the call in my office.
Aren't you just getting jack of all this extra work? Lights out early, no smokes, extra security.
Put a sock in it, Noelene.
I'm just bored like everyone else.
You don't shut up, you'll be disabled as well as bored.
I fixed it, Bea. I told Marcia to go ahead with the operation. She was that grateful when she left. Oh, Bea, we are going to be so happy.
Oh, what with you hanging around all the time, driving them mad with your raving on, they'll both go stark raving mad.
Have a listen to yourself sometime.
Yeah.
Fix it to get a message out.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, Phyllis Hunt, her brother's visiting. He'll pass it on.
Great.
Where's all this?
Just streamlining Margot's SP booking operation, that's all, Lizzie.
Oh, great. Listen, Marg, bets is on this Arvo, are they? Well, I reckon this is going to be my lucky day.
I'm open for business right now.
Well, I'll have $1 on that thing in the third, Red Sunset. But if I win, can I get paid in fags because I'm right out? Can you fix that, you reckon?
It's 8 fags.
Only 8?
The bloody horse is odds on, Lizzie. Besides, with the buy-up cancel, I've got to buy fags on the black. The price has gone through the bloody ceiling.
Always bloody excuses. 20 years ago, 10 bob was a king's ransom.
Do you want a fag, Lizzie?
Yeah, tar.
Oh, Struth, only 4 left. Sorry, Lizzie, I'll have to keep them for myself.
Well, now you better give her one. For
Forget it, B. I should have known better.
I warned you to pull your head in, Nolene.
That's enough, B.
She's been asking for this all day.
She's got her problems.
What's up, B? I thought you was top dog.
No, B! Will you shut your face, Nolene?
Thanks, girls.
Righto, that's muster. Everybody out.
Oh.
Brian, the governor wishes to see you. Come with me now.
What gives this B and Judy?
Nobody gets nothing for nothing. Judy's just had a heart operation. Anybody shoves her around could kill her.
That effect. So nobody can touch her.
I have been informed that you have been closely associating with Nolene Burke. I feel I should warn you, Judy, that Nolene is a persistent troublemaker. She does it to get attention.
I've gathered that.
She will use you in any way she can. I take it you feel some debt to Nolene because of Leanne. Then I think there's something else you should know. It is because of Nolene that Leanne was on the roof in the first place. It was Nolene who told us you planned a demonstration in the garden, which is what forced you onto the roof. And because of that, Leanne was killed.
Oh, I thought Lizzie would have been too excited to sleep.
Ah, she's out like a light, grinning all over her face.
Silly old twit. The things some people will do to get a family.
Well, I know how she feels, B.
Well, you think I don't, or Margot? But that's how people get taken for a ride.
Yeah, when their defences are down.
Right. Hey, listen, Phil's brother, is he reliable?
Well, he's done time. He knows what it's like.
Oh, I'll write something out and get it to you in the morning, OK?
Sure.
Hey, Margot, you know that bet of mine tomorrow on Red Sunset? Well, if it comes in, well, could I get paid in fags? You know, just to shut Lizzie up.
Everybody wants to get paid in fags.
Well, you've got your sources.
Yeah, but not in one big hit. If this thing gets up, I'm going to need a truckload.
Well, I wouldn't worry. It hasn't got a chance.
You want fags? I can let you have fags.
Oh, yeah, anything you want. Fags, dirty postcards, just ask Nolene.
I'm not on loss of privileges. Are you interested or not?
Yeah, I'm interested. How much?
The going rate. Nobody gets nothing for nothing.
All right, you lot. You're going to bed half an hour early, remember?
Oh, jeez, Miss Bennett, you may as well be dead in this place.
Bennett, I got here after the riot.
So?
So I'm not on loss of privileges.
You're not living in a motel, Burke. You'll go to bed along with everyone else.
Oh, that's not fair.
Well, do you want to make a song and dance about it? You could spend a week cleaning out the toilets.
Oh, look at them.
They don't appear to like you, Burke. And it's not often I agree with Smith. Now get to your cells, all of you.
Jeez. I think I have to start liking Nolene just to be different from Vera. What a choice.
See at breakfast about them fags.
Yeah, that's it, see? I don't care if they don't like me. Just so long as they know I'm here. G'day, Jude. Bible. You got religion?
Good friend gave this to me.
Priest.
No, Salvation Army.
You're the priest. Listen, I tell you what, the best thing for depression is a good game of cards or sit down and watch the footy on TV. That Bible makes you want to cut your throat. Did you get that stuff from the kitchen?
I'm afraid not, Nolene.
I was really looking forward to that stuff.
Oh, were you? Now, let's you and I get one thing straight. I don't owe you anything.
I never said you did.
Oh,
It's
well,
just
fine. Then let's just forget about me getting you stuff from the kitchen.
What about Leanne?
What about her?
Geez, you're just like all the others,
Oh,
aren't you? You don't
Nolene.
give a stuff. Do you know my brother was killed by the pigs? Shot down like a dog. And then Leanne's dead. And me poor mum's there trying to keep 3 little kids at home, trying to scrape the ends together as well as she can. And you sit there with your bloody Bible and don't give a stuff.
Well, I don't see what good getting your things from the kitchen's going to do.
You know how I support them when I'm in here? Buying and selling. Fags, fruit, extra food. I flog it off and then smuggle out the dough to me mum.
Yeah, I know. Look, I don't have much money, Nolene, but you're welcome to what I got. Okay?
Oh, I don't want your money. Oh, what I need is regular stuff so I can get the money out regular.
Yeah, but the money you're going to get from in here isn't going to help.
Oh, yeah, you got any better ideas?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, such as?
I don't know. Will you leave it with me, okay?
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry I flew off the handle like that. It's just... I got problems. And I got my pride. And I've got to get money out to support him somehow.
I'll see what I can do, okay? Listen, Nolene, I want to talk to you about something else. It's the women in here. I think if maybe you eased up on them a little bit, they might like you more, huh?
I don't care if they don't like me. I got me self-respect, and that's what counts in here. I always tell the kids, us Burkes don't crawl to nobody, and that's what I try to live by.
What are you doing in here, Burke? I told you to get to your cell.
Oh, well, we were just having a little bit of social intercourse, Miss Bennett.
Or telling a few bedtime stories, Bryant, in case she gets lonely. Now get to your cell, and this time I'll see that you get there.
Henry was always the mischievous one. Couldn't take your eyes off him for 2 seconds. Burnt the house down before he was 3.
There's a note.
What's it say?
Mind your own bloody business.
Look, if I'm asking my brother to take it out, I want to know what it says.
Look, it just says that somebody's ripping Lizzie off and they better stop.
Yeah, right.
Bought him for his 3rd birthday.
A flamethrower.
No! A fire engine! What do you reckon's going on over there?
Oh, we're just trying to work out Red Sunset's chances this hour, Lizzie.
Yeah. See you later.
Yeah.
Okay, see you, Phil.
See you.
We better get outside or Vera will have a scrub in the corridors.
You know what I ought to get Henry to do? Light a fire under Vera.
I reckon when dear little Marcy gets that note, the only thing she's going to be interested in is leaving the state. Quick.
Hawkins and Jenkins, the garden. Bryant, Gaffney, Hunt, the kitchen.
Just a moment, please, Miss Bennett. Hunt, you have a visitor, your brother.
Thanks. What are you smiling at, Smith?
No, nothing, Miss Bennett. I was just thinking, what fine voice you're in this morning.
You push your luck, Smith, and you'll find out just how fine. Now get to the laundry, you four.
Hope we have some peace and quiet today, Burke. Or would you like to go for a ride in one of the dryers?
What are you up to? I'm looking for a new flat. Need somewhere more convenient.
Have you seen any?
Yes, a half a dozen after work yesterday. They were all dreadful.
Why don't you stay where you are?
I need a change.
Well, take a holiday. That place you're in, it's an asset. Your future's provided for.
There's more to life than providing for the future, Vera.
Meg, what's wrong?
Oh, this job, it doesn't challenge me anymore, not like it used to. Perhaps I need something completely different.
But our work, it's useful. We're needed. We're good at it, both of us. We may not always see eye to eye, Meg, but please think about it very carefully. Paul, Meg's depressed about her job.
Oh, everybody has that right, I suppose.
I'm all right, Vera. It's not all right. People shouldn't have to go through these things on their own. I believe that's the main purpose of a social worker.
Sometimes things are better gone through on your own. They make more sense when you think them out for yourself.
Where I come from, we're taught to help each other.
Where I come from, we're taught to mind our own bloody business.
Do you think he'd keep a civil tongue in his head?
He's got a few problems, Vera.
Well, haven't we all? But that doesn't mean that we go around this prison biting everyone's head off.
Kerry, what the hell's happened?
Henry, help me. David, I've killed him.
You've what?
Can I come in? Well, look, love, the cops. I've got to be careful.
But what happened?
I hit him, you know, with an ashtray, same as the last time.
Oh, you stupid bitch. Don't you ever learn?
Can I come in?
No.
Oh, jeez, please.
Kerry's in a jam.
Yeah? What kind of jam?
Well, she says she's killed David. If she goes away for a while, can we give her some money when she comes back? And she can have a shower and change and then split?
Oh, listen, can I come in now?
Sorry. Listen, you got a customer in a few minutes.
Yeah, sure. But we've got to help her, Jimmy. Please?
Okay. I'll do like you said, okay? Listen, you better disappear for a few hours. Come back about 3 o'clock. I'll give you enough for a train ticket.
Yeah. Look, I'm in a bit of a down at the moment. You know, you got something.
You better sober up before you take him.
Yeah, I know that.
Remember what I said? Take it with alcohol, you'll snuff it.
The thing is, in my mum's family, most of the women got married young. Well, once Josie gets her leg fixed up, maybe she'll do the same. And if I can hang on for a couple more years, maybe I could be a great-grandma. What do you reckon about that, eh?
Oh, it'd be great, Lizzie.
Sorry, girls. Red Sunset come in last.
Who won?
Bamboo Curtain.
Oh, but I read in the paper yesterday that Red Sunset was going to be a dead cert.
Oh, it's like I always told you, Doreen, you can't believe everything you read in the papers. And how much did Bamboo Curtain pay?
5.
You must have really cleaned up.
Could say that. The only two not on Red Sunset were you and Judy here.
Well, what'd you bet, Judy?
She didn't. I don't think she approves.
Listen, I work hard for my money. I don't feel like throwing it away, okay?
Hey, B, how about taking some of that money out in fags and I'll owe you?
No, you're too old to smoke, Lizzie.
Oh, come on, Dor, let's get some of these folded.
Did Phil get that letter out?
Yeah, she saw him out in the garden. Margot seems to have herself quite a packet there. I don't think she's exactly earned it.
There you have.
No way. You want it, you get it. I'm just telling you that it's there.
Not a word.
All right, what's going on? Bryant, Gaffney, what are you doing here?
Just delivered some washing, Mr. Fletcher.
Well, hurry it up. The rest of you get back to work. Come on now, up to it.
You know, sometimes you sound just like a scoutmaster, Mr. Fletcher. I wonder what you'd look like in shorts.
What's wrong? Someone knows. Knows about... Someone knows. They say that... They say they'll go to the police. And we could end up in prison.
Still no word on Kerry or Lizzie's family? Well, what are you going to do?
Well, I'm not going to sit around on my backside. I'm going out to have a talk to Marcia Huntley.
Are you sure that's wise?
Well, she shouldn't be too hard to crack under the circumstances.
That's what I mean. In your present mood, anything's
Meg,
possible.
are you questioning my professional competence?
No, I'm not. But yesterday, Mrs. Huntley was a very disturbed
You
woman.
are questioning my professional competence.
Oh, well, if you want to put it that way.
Look, why do you think I've put it off this long? Now, Lizzie has rights too, you know. I think I should be able to get through to Marcia without getting too heavy.
Hold it on, please.
Mr. Reed, it's for you.
Reed. Yes. I see. Thank you very much. That was the registrar's office. Marcia Huntley before she was married. Her name wasn't Birdsworth. It was Morgan.
You mean she is an impostor?
But I'm still going to see her, find out what she has to say for herself. Listen, if the police get in touch, Kerry, Vincent, I'll be back shortly.
Yes, Mr. Reed.
Yes, can I help you?
Sergeant Martin, sir.
Ah, Sergeant. You found Kerry Vincent?
Afraid not. Sergeant Frost asked me to come and have a chat, sir.
Yes, well, I told him everything I know.
I appreciate that, sir, but something might come to mind.
Honestly, Sergeant, I'm sick and tired of the whole blessed affair.
Well, what about her friends, sir?
Well, yes, she did have friends in the business.
Business, sir?
The gang. Prostitution. She continued to go on seeing them, although I advised her not to.
It's usually the way, sir. Names?
I'm sorry, I didn't take very much interest.
Well, perhaps her neighborhood.
You don't think she'll go back to her studio, then?
We've been checking regularly.
You know, Sergeant, it might be an idea to check Acton Street. She did have a lot of friends down there.
Thank you, sir. I'll ask around.
Please, Josie.
I don't want to.
We have to.
My leg, it hurts.
I know it does, darling. But I'll think of something. And your auntie in Sydney, you like her, don't you?
I don't.
Please, Josie.
I don't want to.
Please, you don't want me to have to go to jail, do you? Oh. Yeah, that's better.
Can't we say goodbye to Gran?
No, we can't. Come on.
Mum?
What?
I'm gonna miss Gran.
So am I. Maybe I'll write to her one day and try and explain.
You look pretty busy.
Yeah, I'm measuring the block. It's a cow of a job, too.
What's happening?
Oh, block of flats. One on this side and one on the other side. This joint was supposed to be one, too.
Yeah, woman and a girl living here. Have you seen them?
Why, are you an estate agent?
No.
Was she the owner? Yeah, well, you might have trouble finding them. They took off half an hour ago with suitcases.
Okay, thanks.
Are you going after them? They went that way. Behind in the red, eh? I thought there was something funny. You know, no cab and all. But a man minds his own business. Do you know what I mean?
It's just that I hope she doesn't have to go through too much pain, poor little kid. Kids don't seem to be able to stand pain the way we can.
I wouldn't get too carried away if I were you, Lizzie.
Why not? They're me family, aren't they?
Yeah, but she'll be here for a while. They mightn't stick around.
Of course they will. Oh, Bea, you've no idea what it's like having someone waiting for you when you get out.
Suit yourself. Hey, whose trick was that?
It was Lizzie's. You threw away your ace on her trump.
Oh, I've had this.
Oh, Bea!
Find someone else.
Oh. All right, who's the smart bastard?
What's eating you?
Someone's been through my cell, searched it.
Maybe it was one of the screws.
No, they wouldn't do it on the quiet. They'd bring a brass band.
What would they be looking for?
Me winnings, what else?
Except being a smart little bookie, Margot's got her bank elsewhere.
Well, who would have done a thing like that?
What are you looking at me for?
Because you did it.
I didn't bloody go near her cell.
Then where were you for 20 minutes around 4 o'clock?
In the dunny.
Gee, and I thought you were bludging.
You know, you have no evidence that Nolene did it.
You keep out of this, Judy.
It's got her slimy fingerprints all over
I
it.
never bloody done it.
I will not keep out of it. You've got no evidence.
What's going on here?
Nothing, Miss Bennett, just a friendly conversation.
Well, I'll be watching you lot. And as a special treat, we'll be doing the muster in your cells.
God, if they get us in there any earlier, we won't be getting up in the morning.
That's enough, Birdsworth.
Try that again and I'll see you're out of action permanently.
We've got rules around here about stealing, Judy, and you better learn them. Otherwise, I'm going to have to forget you've got a pacemaker.
On your way, Smith.
How long is this going on, Miss Bennett?
Until you deserve better, Birdsworth, which could be quite some time.
Excuse me, Miss Bennett. Birdsworth, Mr. Reed wants you in his office.
Oh, it looks as though I'm going to stay out later than we thought.
Well, watch it, Birdsworth, or you won't.
Mr. Reed's working late, isn't he?
Yes, we're a dedicated lot, Lizzie.
Well, come on, you lot. You're not all out for a nice evening stroll.
Beer around, that would be nice.
And try again.
Well, you do what you like. Just count me out, okay?
Are you scared of Bea? Any trouble, she'll finish up in the pound.
I'm not scared of anybody.
See you later.
We're mates, remember, Jude? I was the first mate you had when you came in here, except for Sharon.
So?
Well, don't be like that. I just want to tell you, well, Nolene's trouble.
Now, you think I don't know that? But she's got problems, Doreen.
Yeah, but there's rules, Jude. And stealing from another prisoner, that's just about the worst thing you can do.
Yeah? Well, I'm about sick of all these rules. The screws rules and yours, too.
How do you mean?
Well, you've been in and out of prisons all your life, right? You're used to it. But I only got in here to be near Sharon. And now Sharon is dead.
Well, I don't think I understand what you're talking about.
It doesn't matter anyway.
Do we have to watch you 24 hours a day, Bryant?
Lizzie, I've got some bad news for you. It's about Marcia and Josie.
Are they all right?
Oh, yes, they're fine as far as I know. It's just that, they've gone.
What do you mean they've gone?
Just that. They've packed up their suitcases and left. Lizzie, Marcia isn't really your daughter. I've had my suspicions for some time, so I did some checking. Marcia's name before she was married, it wasn't Birdsworth. It was Morgan.
She might have been married twice.
No, Lizzie, she wasn't married twice. She was after your money.
How do you know? Did you ask them to clear out?
No, I went round to Doreen's house to see them. They'd gone. They must have realized that I was onto them. I'm sorry.
Sorry? What's the good of being sorry?
Lizzie, I had to do it. They were after your money.
What would you bloody know? You know what you are? You're nothing but a bloody busybody. Mr. Fletcher, I want to go back to my cell.
What's up, love?
Josie's gone. They done a flip.
She was a con, love.
What would you know?
Oh, your Auntie B knows everything. Come on, we couldn't stand by and watch her rip you off.
Yeah, so we got a note out telling them to lay off or else.
You bloody stupid idiots! I knew she was a phony. From the very first time I knew it, right from the start. But poor little Josie, she needed help. So what else was Marcy gonna do?
They were ripping you off, Lizzie.
They were not ripping me off. They were going to be my family on the outside. But now you and Dora and that Mr. Reed, you bloody well got to ruin everything.
Kerry? Kerry? At least you'll have what you wanted. You'll be famous, my love.